Hey, it's mrXirish here with another battle gameplay. Today we're featuring the Battle of Venice between the forces of the French Empire and the Russian Empire. Leading the forces of the French today is Marshal Murat, and leading the forces of the Russians today is General Mikhail Semenovich Vorontsov. We are in the city of Venice. You may remember I built that fort surrounding Venice a couple, probably 5 or 10 turns ago, because I knew that Austrians or Russians or someone was probably going to try to capture and fight in the Italian states again. So here's the fort coming to some use as we defend the Russian attack. If you look at my army today, I have about 4 units of cavalry. I have 5 units of artillery, 3 of these light mortars, which are very good for when being sieged against. I have some artillery here aimed right at the entrance in case someone, or they do break through somehow. I have 1 artillery unit out here. That was probably a bad idea, I think. I might have forgot about that when I was deploying. Out here, that will be laying fire down against any approaching troops. And I have a lot of infantry units, 1 unit of grenadiers, and my general staff is in this armory. And I have 1 unit of Croatian line infantrymen, I believe. And I have the 200 horseman unit of Marshal Murat's cavalry, and some carabiniers as well. If you look at the Russians today, they have some skirmishers, a lot of musketeers, some militia, a lot of lancer squadrons. I don't think they have any significant artillery units, if any, so I will not be having to worry about their artillery fire. I haven't done a siege battle, I don't think, ever, and I haven't posted a siege battle, I don't think, ever, and I haven't done one in a long time, so I thought this would be kind of interesting, a little fun thing to do. Sorry, it's been about 1 or 2 days since my last video. I've really been working on the medieval Total War because the tactics are just so different. I've been kind of stuck in that Napoleon mindset as I'm playing medieval warfare. So, but I will really try to have a medieval Total War video tomorrow as well. So yeah, we will let the fight unfold. I have my units on top of the kind of ridge here, using the cannons, there they are, using the cannons to rain down on them, so I have a lot of artillery in this battle. Looks like the Russians, in my tactics for this, I guess just generally I'm just gonna stay in the fort and fend them off. The only thing I really have to worry about is them coming like from the side or flanking like these units. I think I forgot about them, that's why I think they do get over the wall, and preventing them from obviously being able to climb the wall and capture the inner flank. So that grape shot there doing work. Some infantry, musketeers, militia. Got kind of lucky there that they were ready in time to fight. Looks like the Russians are kind of putting their cavalry in the rear, not really using them yet, which is understandable. You can't really use too much. Just trying to either lay ropes or fight my units. I had 2 units of skirmishers, Voitigers, out here, and I quickly ran them in because I decided the Russians were fast approaching. So I ran 1 in to get on top of the wall, but 1 unit did not get in time. As you can see right there, they're now retreating. Luckily, the doors are open right now, so I don't think they can get in. Oh no, they closed. The Russians are getting in. Fortunately, I think I accidentally let some skirmishers get over here. As you can see, they're starting to climb up. Marshal Murat, along with a unit of grenadiers, is in the armory, safe and secure. But I think I realized the skirmishers were there, so I quickly moved my grenadiers out. I think 1 unit from over here is going to try to come, I guess, in my rear of the fort and get rid of these skirmishers, because right now I can't really hit them with cavalry because they're climbing. I know it's weird, but it's kind of a little glitch in the game. They won't let me like attack them or hand combat. I did. Kind of bad decision, but I used Marshal Murat's cavalry to try to attack these units, which worked at first, but then I think they advanced at 1 or 2 of their lancer squadrons. So it'd be kind of a tough battle for those 200 men strong, now 180 men strong horse cavalry unit. A lot of the action going on over here. Russian musketeers. I don't think they've had any retreat yet, so give them credit for fighting. No, this is not. This is just a small fort. This is not a large star fort. I've never actually. I don't know if I've ever battled in a large star fort, but those are. They have like one section that comes out right here, and some other variables that make it a very tough place to siege against. But this is just a small fort, but nevertheless, it's very effective. Especially when you have mortars like that. That's also almost my main thing I ever do, especially in the Italian region, because people are always just harassing the Italian region. I don't know why. Maybe they like the food, but that's why I decided to build this fort in Venice. Since the last battle, there was actually a rebellion in England, but luckily I was kind of lucky. I was going to move the army, return them to France the turn before, but I did not, and they were able to easily beat just a bunch of militia units and some weak cavalry units. So England did not was not reborn, and with some Swiss units, Swiss mercenaries, I attacked Gibraltar, which was under British control. So, and I won. So Britain is officially not involved in my campaign at the moment. So this will be a lot of action now, because I can get. Usually the main problem for like advancing through the campaign is not being able to get a lot of trade money, because the British were always blockading and raiding your trade routes. Looks like I accidentally let some Russians get a gate, so luckily they don't have any significant units over here, so they can't all rush through the gate right now. And I'll just do an infantry charge with my grenadiers or my fusiliers, or no, just my fusiliers. But yeah, I put my artillery here ready in case of a breach of the gate. They would just lay down some grape shot. But yeah, and I have a full stacked army in Prague, Bohemia. That was when I was really desperate for money, and because I was getting blockaded and I had a lot of armies that I was depending on, I was able to. You probably know this feeling, being able to get a full stack of fleet ships on the Ivory trade route, which is just an insane amount of money. It's like 10,000 coin if you have a bunch of ships on the Ivory trade route. But obviously I was being blockaded by the British, so I was really running out of money, so I had to attack Prague, and I had to loot that town because I just really needed money. But I just kept the army there to maintain order. And I'll probably use that as a jumping point, so it kind of works out in the end to attack Austria once again, because I want to get rid of the Austrians as well, because they're very annoying. And I'm still at war with the Ottoman Empire. I don't know why they declared war, so my goal is to... Russia is at war with the Ottomans as well, I believe, so my goal is after I defeat the Austrians, make peace with the Russians and attack the Turkish, or not the Turkish, I'm sorry, the Ottomans in, Greece and Istanbul. Looks like Russians got some units over here, some musketeers, just kind of mingling around the wall. I don't know if my cannon are able to hit them really. They're at that small of an angle. Maybe they're waiting for, I don't know really, kind of dumb AI. And I also did liberate Scotland. I gave the region in like 100 coin to Sweden, and then I just attacked it again and liberated it. So Ireland and Scotland are now free nations without control of the British, so you're welcome, Ireland and Scotland. As you know, I am mrXirish, so like I said, it'd be kind of a shame if I occupied Ireland. Look over here, we still as I said before, my heavy cavalry, Marshal Mihas cavalry, kind of just constantly getting harassed. They've already, I guess they're not losing too bad, but you can see they have militia, lancers. And my artillery, 8-pound artillery men are trying to return their cannon, but they'll probably get attacked here in a bit. Not really worried about them. I haven't reclaimed the gate yet, so I'm going to go ahead and move some infantry troops there to reclaim the gate, using my Carbineers to attack their line of infantry, Yugureskis. And also as they're retreating, the Novoskis Musketeria. Sorry, my Russian accent's not very good. But a lot of the units are in retreat still. Unfortunately, they'll probably return, but I'll just harass them with my carbineers. I'll go ahead and have them help out the militia battalions. They're just kind of loitering, I guess you might say. It looks like they're trying to climb the wall. We'll just get some melee fighting here, and my line infantry should have an easy time defeating the militia. And if not, I have some units around that can help. Looks like they decided they didn't want to, so they're retreating. Marshal Miha. Heavy cavalry is still, I guess, hanging in there. And I saw all these line of Russian cavalry units, so I'm gonna go ahead and three line infantry units, along with one grenadier battalion, so only 3 units. Sorry, and I'll have them approach or stay there. These Russian cavalry units, and I'll just put them in square formation if they do attack. My artillery continues to fire. I use those 2 units that I attacked. They're skirmishers that climb the wall. I'm just kind of having them hide behind this command HQ, I guess, if they're needed for really anything. I don't know what. Battle's looking pretty good in my favor. I'm having some of these units go over to the cannons over here to help give covering fire if my line infantry advance a teeny bit. Carbineers against their militia. They are retreating. As expected, we have 1 unit already coming back, some musketeers. I'm having my line infantry, the 8th Line Infantry Battalion, reclaim the gate just to make sure they can't come back in from my rear. Here we go, some Russian cavalry units. Force. Retreating as I was able to put my infantry in 2 squares. Oh, maybe this battalion didn't get in the square. There it goes. We have some more approaching cavalry units, so we'll kind of watch from inside here. Fierce fighting going on there in the forest. The units of Russian cavalry retreating. We got some more heavy Russian cavalry coming from my right flank. I mean, in terms of these infantry, but they're still in squares, so they'll hold strong. Hopefully, my carbineers, I believe, attacked that 1 returning unit and they're retreating. But now I think we got another unit retreating, some more militia. Still got general staff way there in the distance. I was shelling them with mortars, and looks like 1 mortar did hit, and they're retreating. So General Mikhail Borisov, apologize if I mispronounced that, is retreating. So another morale hit for the Russians. I think that heavy cavalry squadron did attack. They retreated, but they're still in the battle. They'll probably do another wave. I was able to reclaim that gate under French control, so the castle is completely back under French control. And I think my artillery unit, the one that were out here, I think they were were getting harassed and stuff, so I think all of them are dead. Unfortunately, so that was probably not a smart move on my behalf. Now I have to make a whole new artillery unit. You know, in future battle, like they were totally wiped out. So looks like another heavy cavalry attack on the Russians against my squares. Still got cannons operating up here on top of the castle. Or fort, excuse me, not the castle. Russian army really retreating. Looks like they have some light cavalry in the distance. They're just kind of back there. They also have some militia and lancers in the rear of the battlefield, but they're not retreating. See, really, I guess the heat of the fighting was really in front of my gate, my front gate, and along the side as well with my carabiniers. Looks like they did get some ropes up and they tried to scale the walls, and they did in my rear of the fort. But the heavy Russian cavalry units are retreating, as I'm going to advance my line infantry to attack these two units. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until they meet up and exchange volley. And here we're back at the battle. You can see my brigade of infantrymen emerging from the forest. Exchange some volley here quickly and get rid of these militia units that remain.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
And they're retreating, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward once again until my units reach these lancers or any other action on the battlefield occurs. And here we return to the battle. My three line infantry units that were way over there, the unit charged right away and I was easily able to defeat them, so I didn't cover that, but I advanced two chasseurs, or no, I'm sorry, yeah, chasseurs on horse cavalry units against this one remaining light cavalry squadron. So I told them to fire their guns, but I guess they decided not to. So let's go ahead and do a charge here that should bring an end finally to this Battle of Venice. Fierce battle going on here. And finally they're retreating, so that should bring an end to the battle here shortly. And it will, so that is a victory for the French. We were able to repel the Russian siege on Venice under the command of Marshal Joachim Murat. It looks like they had about 200 more men than me, but we were relatively even. I only lost 500 men, they lost 2,400. If you look at kills here, it looks like the 1st Regiment of Carbineers, with 122 men killed, almost 500 men. So they are definitely the battle unit of the day. So that is a victory for the French in the region of Venice, or Venetia, and hopefully we'll bring in the invasion, or second invasion, I guess, of Central Eastern Europe, along with against Austria and Russia. So other than that, thanks for watching. This is mrXirish. I'll have another video out soon, hopefully tomorrow, about medieval Total War, if not Napoleon Total War.